I'm afraid you're too late. Any moment now, the final keyhole will be unsealed. This world will be plunged into darkness. It is unstoppable.
We'll stop it! After coming this far, there's no way we're gonna let that happen.
You poor, simple fools. You think you can defeat me? Me, the mistress of all evil!
Welcome back to WaterparkRanger's Let's Play Kingdom Hearts. In the last episode, we went up against the boss, Malificent, the leader of that horrible coalition of Disney villains. Anyway, she has a number of attacks, summoning 2 defenders, very annoying, but I would recommend not fighting them unless they're in your way. Shooting those giant meteors out of that celestial portal. But the key really is just to cast gravity on her rock, to throw her down immediately. Then she's very susceptible to combos. So just do that like I did. It immediately throws down the rock, and then you can hit her with a lot of combos. After she starts screaming about meteors, though, you probably do want to run out of the way, or you can be risky like me, and just go in for the kill one way or another. Because I have arrow up, I can afford to get hit by those meteors without too much of a problem. So it looks like she's levitating the rock again. You can actually bring that rock down by hitting it with combo attacks, but gravity is just instant for it. So this is the one fight where one boss battle with gravity is very useful. She also has a thunder attack, but it's not so much of a problem if you have arrow up. If you don't, though, it can kill you without too much of a problem. 1 or 2 hits with it, and you're down, so don't get hit with the thunder. It's pretty dangerous. And, like I said, just avoid the defenders unless they're actually in your way. That's all there is to this fight. I think one more bout with gravity, and then we can just hit her with another combo. And you don't have to bring down the rock if you manage to jump on top of the platform yourself, but it's easier if you do. Also, I believe that once the rock hits the ground, there's a shockwave that can also do a bit of damage. So I should be able to bring this down without using gravity again. Yep. And now I'll finish her off with a combo. Not hard at all. And a good amount of EXP, too. So that was Maleficent, everyone. Not actually a very difficult boss. Although sometimes the fight can actually drag on for a lot longer. And, like many things, she is more difficult on Expert, of course. There are very few things that I would actually say are easier on Expert. You know, that's why it's called Expert. So she's gone into that portal. There's going to be a second stage of the fight once you go in there. It's definitely in my top 5 hardest fights in this game. Optional or non-optional, it's in the top 5 hardest fights, for sure, in my opinion. I really think it's difficult. If you want, you can bring Beast along for some extra offense. I said earlier I wouldn't be doing that, so I'm not going to bring him in, even though it's a good idea. I'm just healing us up here, and I guess we could have healed using that, so never mind, maybe that was wasted. Keep Arrow and Cure on for this fight. You're going to need them more than ever. There's a cutscene here, so I'm not going to talk over it either.
Do you need some help?
Riku!
Is that?
Yes, a Keyblade. But unlike yours, this Keyblade holds the power to unlock people's hearts. Allow me to demonstrate. Behold! Now, open your heart. Surrender it to the darkness. Become darkness itself!
This is it. This power. Darkness. The true darkness!
Alright, here we go. This is no joke. You need to have Arrow on at all times during this battle. It's a must. If you don't, you're going to die very quickly, because all the attacks do a lot of damage. You can only hurt the head, so don't try going for any other part of the body. Gravity is no longer effective, so forget all about that. Just focus on jumping up and comboing the head with as many attacks as you can get. Remember to always be protected by Arrow, and if you start noticing that your HP is decreasing, heal with Cure. That is my advice for you. And eventually you're going to start running low on magic, because Arrow already takes 2 MP as it does for me, and then 1 more for curing, so that'll already deplete like half of our magic. So in no time at all we're going to be running low on magic, which is why I've supplied Sora with so many ethers. Now as for the boss's attacks, it will bite furiously at you. There's really nothing you can do about this other than just keep attacking. You can also occasionally knock it back for some tech points if you aim really carefully. There are only certain ways you can counter the head that'll earn you tech points, though. It's kind of weird. It can also spin around suddenly and just hit you with a tail like that for a lot of damage, even with arrow up, so be ready for that at any moment. It can also shoot shockwaves from its feet by pounding them on the floor, and it will usually kill Donald and Goofy pretty quickly, so they're not going to be much of a help to you during this battle. Beast would be more helpful to have, to be honest. And if you haven't noticed, the other attack that it has is fire, lots of it. That green fire can catch on the floor and just ignite into this huge pool. If you fall in that, it's going to damage you over and over for a lot, so don't. It can also summon a few, like, I think 10 individual flare shots that'll home in on you. It did that, I think, twice before. That's a very aggravating attack. Make sure you have arrow, because those will follow you anywhere and they're nearly impossible to dodge. So the key to this fight is finish it as quickly as you can. The sooner you get it over with, the sooner you can win. And for the record, although this is a one recorded version of the fight that you saw, I think I lost like 3 times earlier to this boss. It's very difficult. So just get it over with quickly and you can win. That's all there is to it. And that's all the advice I have to say. So out of the 5 hardest bosses in the game, this is like ranked 5th. There are 4 bosses, in my opinion, that are still harder than this one. But we'll get to them in due time.
How ironic. She was just another puppet after all.
What?
The Heartless were using Maleficent from the beginning. She failed to notice the darkness in her heart eating away at her. A fitting end for such a fool.
And we also get Fireglow here, which is one of the... I think this is the last summon gem, but it's not going to give us anything unless we bring that back to the Godmother. Now, there isn't anything left to do in this room. However, if you are playing Kingdom Hearts Final Mix for some reason, I know that the only optional boss they added to the game is actually found in this room, so you go back here to fight it. That's not going to be relevant to us, though, because this isn't Final Mix. It's, I guess you could say it's normal mix. Or not mixed at all. Perfectly organized. In the most boring, ordinary, vanilla way possible. No, I actually like it. The problem with Final Mix from that I've seen is it throws off a lot of the aesthetics. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm huge into aesthetics. You know that for my Pikmin 2 LP, for the little things that I've complained about, the subterranean random generation stuff. Aesthetics do matter a lot to me. In most cases. There are some games where obviously it's not about aesthetics, it's about fun. But I think if you can have both fun and aesthetics, then everybody wins. At least everybody who cares about fun and aesthetics. But enough about that. We are level 44. I think we are very well prepared for what's to come. As you saw, Maleficent was not the big bad behind all the schemes going on here with the Heartless. There is in fact something larger at work. Something more sinister. And so there's Snow White, there's... what's-her-face? Alice. Belle from Sleeping Beauty. We haven't actually seen all the worlds that they're from, but in Birth by Sleep you see the worlds that the other princesses are from. There's Jasmine, so we actually did go to that one. There's Cinderella, and the last one is... Aurora from the world of Sleeping Beauty. And now there's a big cutscene coming up, so I'm not going to talk during it at all. See you next time.
Kairi! 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 Open your eyes!
It's no use. That girl has lost her heart. She cannot wake up.
What? You're not Riku?
The keyhole cannot be completed, so long as the last Princess of Heart still sleeps.
The princess? Kairi's a princess?
Yes. And without her power, the keyhole will remain incomplete. It is time she awakened.
Whoever you are, let Riku go! Give him back his heart!
But first, you must give the princess back her heart.
Ah! What's...
Don't you see yet? The princess's heart is responding. It has been there all along. Kyrie's heart rests within you.
Kyrie's inside me?
I know all that there is to know.
Tell me, who are you?
It is I, Ansem, the Seeker of Darkness. So, I shall release you now, Princess. Complete the keyhole with your power. Open the door. Lead me into everlasting darkness.
Sora! Forget it. There's no way you're taking Kyrie's heart.